Hey class, happy Monday, happy week 6. I hope you all had an awesome weekend. I got to take my son to the library, like that really beautiful tall one in downtown Vancouver, and pick out a giant stack of books, new books to read, new graphic novels that he's a big fan of, and that was one of the highlights of my weekend. So this week, I'm still catching up a little bit on Charlotte's Web specifically. I've got about 10 more of you to reply to, so I'm hoping I can crank that out today and tomorrow. That's my goal from that Monday loss. I know it seems a little wild, but if you are understanding toward me, you can know that I'm also understanding that with you guys as well. Even one day can really change your workload, can change your schedule and what you're able to get done. So I should be caught up on that in the next day or two. And then I'll start working through your level 6 discussion on picture books and the Caldecott, which I told you I am so excited to dig into. I also have this really beautiful book on my desk right now I want to show you guys, because I know some of you, maybe not all of you, but some have probably thought, oh, it'd be fun to make your own children's book someday. And look at this gorgeous how to be a children's book illustrator. Maybe you need this in your life. Maybe someone you love needs this in their life. I got it at Magpie Books in downtown Longview used. And you can buy books like this as well on thriftbooks.com for really reasonable prices. But I thought that this would be a really fun book to read someday and just incorporate into teaching this class too. I'm sure they have really great expansions on the work that we've been doing. So this week you started your level 7 wordless picture books discussion, I'm hoping. If not, just catch up, because I'm still catching up. And now you'll be writing your replies for that discussion by Tuesday night. That really just stems out of the children's picture book stuff that Russell exposed us to. But I thought that those wordless books especially required a little bit of extra attention or devotion. I think it's a really fascinating thing in children's literature. It's, if you think about the history of children's literature, wordless picture books are somewhat of a more recent development, at least in how we experience them today. And they're just such a neat bridge to reading and literacy that sometimes gets overlooked. I have another just stack of wordless picture books that I absolutely love so much. I'm sure you guys have probably recommended this one, but Chalk. My son loves that book, and he brought it to kindergarten this year to share with others. And the only reason I know about that book is because of you, this class, teaching literature for children. So that's pretty awesome. The books that you share here really could impact a kiddo that's extended from here, your future kiddos or the ones in your life right now. Or maybe you recommend a book that someone chooses for their grandkid or something. That's really cool. So write those replies by Tuesday night, roughly. And then our big new thing that we're going to get into this week is exploring diverse books for children. That's level 8. I really enjoy this part of the course because it's kind of where what we've been building up to, that we've been looking at what makes literature quality in terms of those literary elements, like we looked at in Charlotte's Web: narrator, character, conflict, theme, etc. And also we've been looking at how those images and how the artwork adds layers of quality to that. These books that are worthy of awards, there aren't enough awards to give to all the books that absolutely deserve them. And the reason why I think this is really culminating is that there's been a lot of movement in the last, I don't even know how long I would say, but multiple decades, really, from what comes to mind, the research that I've been reading, to identify that there are characters and people and cultures and lived experiences that haven't been represented in our mainstream, most popular books for children. And I think it's really neat that some people have taken that as an opportunity to step into the role of becoming author and sharing the character that looks like them or reminds them of themselves or what they've lived through or endured. And now we have just a richer, wider, deeper array of the kinds of books that are available to us. And right now in our world, this conversation can get really complicated and unenjoyable when we're talking about like even just diversifying anything, but let alone a children's bookshelf. But I love teaching it in literature for children because I just feel like you'll see with your own eyes how beautiful some of these books are, and I think how fortunate we are that there is a movement to bring some of these books onto our shelves. Also, I'm going to let the people speak for themselves, but there's some really great videos in here of authors who have the experience of getting published and getting their characters into the world, and there's such a good concept inside of this next unit about windows, mirrors, and sliding glass doors, and the power that a book can have in playing those roles. So you'll see more when we get in there. But the point that I really want to convey to you is don't let the noise going on around you distract you from the beauty of these books and this unit and the positivity that's baked in here. So it could be really easy to see the statistics around representation in children's literature and think, I don't know, just start to like pull forward narratives and what you're hearing in the media and in our world and get distracted and then miss out on just the books that are here for you to read this week. So I know this video is a little bit long, but I do feel like it's warranted right now. This should be like a little haven for us right now to be able to just explore. And you are not children, you are adults who get to just take a peek at some books that maybe you've never seen before and to consider them and to consider the value of those books and stories and to ponder. So I'm excited to see what you guys will come up with. One more heads up before I leave. The level 8 discussion board is going to look a little overwhelming at first. It has a lot of resources in it, videos, etc. You don't have to consume all of that at once in order to do the post. You just need to kind of get exposed to it. Those resources are also what you will use for your quest quest 3. So that's coming later. So just know that I shared all of it now because if you wanted to watch and take some notes, you could. But just know that it's building toward this quest 4. And that's my last thing that I wanted to say is you're going to recommend amazing, lovely books or not for your level 8 Exploring Diverse Books post by Thursday. By Sunday, you'll reply to each other, so you'll get doubly exposed to lots of different things. And then by Sunday, no reading required, but share an original post for Quest 2, The House on Mango Street. That's just a pre-reading post. And I did just lie. It's not no reading. It's like a page or two. So it's that, you don't have to like allot for a day's worth of reading. You just need to read, I think, the first, page or two of the book. Okay. Sorry, this one was a little bit wordy, but I just, like I said, felt like I should maybe make up for last week, not having a video with you guys, not making this human connection. And also, I just wanted to share my enthusiasm for what you're going to do. And you know what? I'm going to extend this to you guys too. If you get in and you're like, I'm not buying it, I don't feel enthusiastic about this, reach out and let's chat about it. I am here to support you guys. I want you to learn and grow and enjoy your own mind and thoughtfulness throughout this experience. So invite me in if you will. If you actually find this next bit to be a little bit of a struggle at all, I'm here for you. Okay, have a good one, you guys. Talk to you soon.